Shalom, Yasharala. All praises to the Most High. Yah, Grand Rising, if you will. So today, I've been really thinking about two things that keep us going within this world. And one of the main things that's kept me in this trajectory, in this mission, in the direction of what I do is my purpose. A lot of the time we think that our jobs are what define us. And there's a difference between your job and your work. And that's one of the things that I really want to chime in today on is like, what's the difference between your job and your work? Now, a job sometimes can seem like your work. Like when you really get down to the root of it, your job can seem like your work. But a job is the difference between a job and your work is a job is a means in the ways that you pay your bills, right? And then you got your work. Your work is your purpose. Your work is the reason that the Creator made you. And the thing about when you're in your work, it naturally feels right. It's one of those things that you don't really have to question the work that is already driven within inside you. And the more that you get into your work, the more that you thrive within the thing that is just naturally in you. When you're a creative and you create, that gets you into a mindset of your work. And one of the things about really being somebody who is in their purpose, you can run away from it, but you'll always come back to it. One of the things about being somebody who is in your work, somebody who is on your purpose, is a lot of the times there's going to be obstacles that that set you up in the way that refine you, that strengthen you, that gives you the direction of where you need to go. But it doesn't come easy. When you're chosen and you've been called to do a specific assignment for the Most High, it's not usually going to come easy because there's lessons that you need to learn in the process of getting to where you're going. And a lot of the time, the hardest thing is enduring, right? In the Bible, it says, he who endureth to the end shall inherit the kingdom. That endurance goes in a variety of different ways. That endurance goes through life, right? Those who don't give up, a lot of the time we check out. Like when you look at the world and those who check out in the world, sometimes that can come into suicide. Sometimes that can you giving up on a vision or a dream, and that can go into homelessness. Sometimes that could be just as simple as you just working a regular 9 to 5 and no longer having a vision that you want to try to strive and achieve. But a lot of the time we check out, and those who actually achieve the assignment, those who actually go through the process and go through the struggle of achieving the assignment, the one thing that you'll find is that they don't allow the struggle to stop them. You have to push through the struggle to get to the assignment. And a lot of the time in this life, we're so focused on trying to retire, to try to get out of work or get out of our jobs, really, that we don't really focus on what the assignment is. And I learned my assignment really young. Like when I really think about what I'm currently doing as an educator, as an artist, as a musician, as a creator, I learned this young. And it wasn't something that I was really in question of. A lot of the time people try to actually take me out of the direction of what I already knew that I was called to do. And what kept me going in this direction is that it's almost like an obsession. The thing about the obsession of being a person in your purpose is you're going to continually go for that until the vision is fulfilled. And when you're actually walking in your purpose, it becomes so natural in the things that you do. You have to really understand what it is to walk in the alignment with the source, walk in alignment with the Creator. And the more that you walk in an alignment with the Creator, the less resistance that you have. Now, you're going to have to go through the fire, right? We're thinking about Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, Or even if you look in the book of Jubilees and you see where Abraham was thrown into the fire, when you're standing on your principles, when you're standing within purpose, sometimes you're going to have to get thrown in the fire. That's going to make you stronger. It's going to refine you as gold. It's going to show you who you truly are. But in order to get into a place of actually being in alignment with the Creator and being in alignment with your assignment and what you know that you're called to do, you have to go through that pain. That pain is what strengthens you. That pain is what makes you who you're really supposed to be. And the world that we're living in, we're taught to run from pain, or we're taught to use the easy way out, right? We always are looking for the easy way or the quickest way to get to what we're called to do. See, the thing about it is there's going to be many people who see you achieve goals, who achieve the things that you've been called to do. And they're not going to understand the struggle that you had to go through to get to where you were called to do. In fact, a lot of the time people are envious because they want to have the same results that you achieve. But the thing about it is, because the Creator made us all different, we're not all going to have the same results. The results are going to vary based off of our struggles, our belief systems, and the things that we've been indoctrinated in since a young age. And the only way that we can actually get to a place of ascension in the Creator and understand what He truly made us for is to go ahead and embrace everything that we are. That's where we're at in the times that we're in. The times aren't going to get easier. They're not. But that is actually the blessing. Times not getting easier is a blessing because it allows you to go fully into what you've been called to do unapologetically. And the more that you do that, the more that you actually strive and achieve the things that you're really supposed to do. But that takes time, and that takes you going through trials and tribulation. That takes you going through everything that is an obstacle in your life. And the more that you overcome these obstacles, the more that you actually fortify your mind, fortify your spirit, and your spirit and your mind through that fortification let you know that you can go through anything, and on the other side, you can still have victory. The thing about achieving success and having to work hard for success is even if you lost it, you know how to go ahead and grab it and get it again. That is the blessing. The struggle is the blessing. And the more that we understand that the struggle is the blessing, the more that we embrace the struggle. But walking in your purpose, walking in what you're called to do, is never going to be easy. It's never going to be easy. But the thing about it is when you're not utilizing systems, in the Bible it says, come out of Babylon, my children. What that means is walk in trust and have faith in our Creator. And the more that you have faith within the Creator and you don't operate within the system of the world, the more that you're actually able to sculpt the life that you've been called to live. That takes time. That takes time. And you have to actually have faith in every obstacle that you go, the ups and the downs. The ups and the downs is how you really understand how to sculpt. See, as an artist, you're made in the reflection of the Creator. That means your job is to create. Your job is to mold. Your job is to sculpt. Your job is to be in that element, just like the Creator. When He made the earth, right? When the Creator made the trees and the animals, that's out of rawness. That's out of imagination. That's out of vision. See, those who don't have vision is because they're too scared to think outside of the boxes of what they've been taught. You have to get outside of the boxes of what you've been taught and really be in alignment with the Creator. The Creator is imagination. The Creator is the things that you vision that look like dreams, and you bring those dreams into fruition. And the more that you bring those dreams into fruition, well, now you're a kingdom citizen. And see, being in alignment with the Creator and being a kingdom citizen, then you start molding the kingdom that you want to live in your reality. That's why it's such an important thing to get outside of the scopes of religion and get into the scope of faith. Not believing, but knowing. You have to know. And the more that we know, the more that we grow. You know what I'm saying? And that's where we're at right now in the times. We have so many different narratives that are happening within this world. We have the narrative of the news with wars and rumors of wars. But the real war is inside of yourself. And the more that you can actually conquer the war that's inside of yourself and to be in alignment with the source, being in meditation with the source, being in true connection with the creator, the more that you can create a reality that you want to live in. But the battle starts with the mind, the battle starts with the heart, the battle starts within the spirit. That's where the battle is at. And in the times that we're in, it's such an important thing to understand who you are within God, right? It's time to stop looking up and it's time to start looking in. And the more that you look in, the more that you understand that the creator is within, and you utilize that creation that's within and you allow that to come out within the reality of the world that you live in, then you start changing the reality that you exist in. You no longer become an NPC, and now you are now an active player. You're the lead character in your story. And if you're the lead character in your story, now you're living within your assignment. And your assignment is to inspire others to do their own version of greatness within themselves. All praises to the Most High Yah. Bless up to those who are chosen. Shalom, shalom. Please like and subscribe to my page. Thank you for joining me again. Bless up, bless up.